Hello and welcome to Game On Calgary for October 25th. Once again, I'm your host, Conrad Krausert, and the Flames have officially dropped their first game in regulation yesterday. But, hey, still above the Oilers. So there's that. Let's get the vibes back going with a fun Friday show. And this kit that I'm wearing, don't worry about it, it'll become relevant a little bit later. So, before we get to anything Flames or fun related, gotta get this out of the way, but it's a wonderful product I'm talking about. It's Hyperdrive Hockey. Hyperdrive Hockey is the Game Over Network's flagship show, broadcasting twice a week every Tuesday and Friday from the Network Hub channel on YouTube. Or if you want to catch it, it's over at gameovernetwork.com/pages/hyperdrive hockey or on any of your favorite podcatcher apps. Hosted by Maxime Vanot and Daphne Malbouf, Hyperdrive Hockey covers the sport at every single level and every single league, with a large amount of irreverent humor, quality analysis, and a strong voice that's unafraid to talk about issues. So please, as I said, go get them on your podcatcher of choice today. But first, we got to get the bad vibes out of the way, and I don't even know if they're bad vibes. It's kind of in-between vibes, I guess. But Matthew Coronato has been sent down to the AHL's Calgary Wranglers. Now, do I think this is a performance demotion? Not in the slightest. I actually think he's been one of the better Flames in some of these contests. But when you have as many veterans as the Flames still do on the roster, it's hard to get some of these young guys in. When guys are coming off IR, and it's just a mobile situation. But also, Coronato only has 2 points on the year, 2 goals he scored against the Chicago Blackhawks. So maybe he can go down, get some first line minutes, get the vibes back going, because we saw how that worked last year. And I don't think this is the last we'll see of Matthew Coronato, especially once we let some of the expiring contracts go, and hopefully that's sooner than later. But Matthew Coronato will be a Calgary Flame later on this season. It's just a bit of a break, not a break up, for lack of a better term. But that's kind of all the Flames news we have for today. No real update on Dan Vladar's situation. He did take post-game interviews and looked fine, but nothing officially just yet. But we do have more local news that's kind of hockey adjacent-ish, and it explains why I'm wearing my Cavalry gear. Obviously, they play in the playoffs on Sunday. It's a team they've never beaten, Forge FC. But that's not hockey related. But what is one of the players coming to town from Winnipeg and his wife have chosen to invest in Calgary's women's soccer team in the National Super League. The Calgary Wild. Jets defenseman Josh Morrissey and his wife Margot have become partial owners of the squad that will be playing at McMahon Stadium next year. So, is this hockey Flames? Really? No, but it's Calgary, and we say we're putting the local back in local sports, and this is a local sports story to start off. And that's not the only thing the Wild announced today, and I think this is actually really cool. They've announced their first player signing, which is Farkhunda Mataj. Mataj is a Canadian Afghani and is actually the captain of the Afghan women's national team. And not only is she an incredible soccer player, she's also an incredible humanitarian. She organized flights to get all of, or most of her teammates who didn't feel safe in Afghanistan to get out of the country after the most recent struggles. So the fact that she's coming to Calgary is going to bring both a strong leadership and story to this squad, and just brings an overall excellent human being to Calgary. So welcome to Calgary. Welcome to being the first Wild player announced, and, hopefully the Flames beat your new boss on Saturday. Something nobody's managed to do. But another fun Flames hockey news. Andrew Berkshire pointed this out to me, and has you ever watched the Swiss National League? I haven't. Even though I think Sven Berchi might be playing over there, but that's neither here nor there. The Swiss National League leading scorer wears a Flames... Okay, let me correct myself. It's a flaming jersey and helmet combination, not quite as if he's strapping on Blasty and heading out there. But it's really something to behold. It is kind of Flames colored. It's mainly yellow, got red, white, and black flames. And I don't know if they customized the jersey number on it. I think it's kind of just like Formula One where you throw 1 on there. Like, yeah, I'm the leading goal scorer. It doesn't matter if someone else is on my team is wearing number 1. I'm pretty obviously who I am, but I don't know. I don't fully know, but I thought it was a pretty cool jersey and it's also the bucket that he wears. It also has flames on it. It's so European. I would hate to see what the Gary Bettman NHL would do with this. So we'd have Connor McDavid skating around with a rhinestone helmet, or Austin Matthews wearing a jersey that looks like the Stanley Cup. Might be the closest he ever gets to a Stanley Cup. But I digress. Flames news for the weekend. Obviously, we don't have line rushes today as the Flames were not as active, or I couldn't find them anyways. So we will have to wait and see. We're kind of playing the waiting game, seeing if Igor Sharangovich is done building Legos on the IR, or if it's going to be Sam Honzek that bounces off the IR and maybe straight onto the roster. But we will see. If you want more Flames content, we've got it this weekend. Game Over Flames. It'll be myself, and it is a crossover as it is the Winnipeg Jets coming to town. Brandon LaBar will be joining us from Game Over Winnipeg. It'll be on this Game Over channel that you're watching this on, or if you're listening on a podcast, or head over to the Game Over Flames on YouTube. I'm sure you can figure out how to search that one up. Or you can find more of your Flames content, merchandise. I've just got notified that my merchandise just got sent out. So maybe I'll have new merch by the next time you see me. I doubt it, but maybe. A guy can dream. So make sure you check us all out. You head over to the Game Over Network, go to the Flames tab. That will give you all your information for this team. Once again, my name's Conrad Krausert. I will see you tomorrow for Game Over crossover. And if I've heard a little birdie telling me one roster lineup, one roster change, it might be time for the call of the wolf. We'll see you tomorrow.